On this episode of the Come Out Talk Show, we talk to these three fabulous activists in the HIV community.
This season you will hear from people like never before. The stories that I've heard and the stories that you are about to hear, we're going to make you laugh, cry, and some might make you shit your pants. So sit back, relax, and as promised, this is my season 3 of the Come Out Talk Show.
You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You're kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Real things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane. You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
Ain't no
I'm your host,
baby,
Pink
it's a new era.
Princess,
Wake up early, feel
live
like
at the
I'm
Pink
catching up,
Palace
get to the
in
paper,
New
boy.
York City.
Yes, honey.
With my girls
Victoria.
and my girl.
Miss Karen with a Q, dear.
How you doing?
Well, how you doing,
I'm
darling?
good. How was your week?
It was good, girl.
How was
You know.
yours?
I can't complain. I'm here.
Yeah, you're here again.
Yeah, again.
God has been good to you.
Yeah, very
He
good.
woke you up this morning
Blessed.
and started you on your way.
Yes.
Impressed.
When I think about the goodness of the Lord, I can only say,
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
hallelujah. I thank God for...
Saving me.
Come on now.
Come on,
Everything.
somebody.
God is good
All the time.
and all the time.
God is good.
Talk to me on Talk That.
Yes.
How you doing, Karen? You
Um,
looking lovely,
you
lovely,
very much.
lovely.
I'm-
Karen, you've been growing up lately and you
I'm
maturing.
trying. You know, girls have to mature in order to be women.
Yes.
So, you know, I'm very much in my woman stage, you know, tired of all the extra and don't have time for the extra. So don't give it to me, I won't give it to you, and that's basically how it is. Give it to me.
Give me that sweet,
That
nasty.
Ooh.
good shit.
Ah.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
You look
always.
as beautiful as ever. I see you got your
Oh, thank
fishnets
you.
on.
Yes,
That means
darling.
you're gonna be catching some fish tonight.
Oh, maybe. But it's only one
Some
person.
fish or some? Well, you know because
One person caught my eye, darling.
Remember that time when she was on the show and she was coming out as a lesbian and you were so bothered? Why was you so bothered?
Right, girl.
Why was the oohs and the uhs and the ahs?
You know what? That's a whole situation within itself. And, you know.
Are you not a fan of trans on trans experience?
No. I'm not.
Okay.
You know.
Would you ever participate in trans
No.
on trans? What if they was
No.
paying and then but they said
No.
I'm gonna tell you this. Some people.
I'm your sister. I'll remain.
I didn't say from me.
No, I'm not
bitch.
saying. No, I'm just saying for any of us. You know, we're sisters.
You're just not a lesbian. You're not
it took-
into that.
It took
Because then you would have stayed.
It takes too much time for me to take more hormones and sit here and motherfucking go through all.
But what if there was a girl that was attracted to you?
And go through all that I go through to sit here and bust my extradural nut inside of another extradural bitch. Okay? So no, we can bump pocketbooks. No.
I
You
don't
can't
see-
bump razors. No.
I really
And
don't
we-
see nothing wrong with that.
Well, listen, honey. You keep on knocking at the door, somebody answer.
Because I love trans love.
Well,
Yeah.
I love trans
I'm a
love
fan
too.
of trans love too.
But I love you from over there. I will not love you in my bed.
Well, girl, you just don't know what you're missing, baby.
love
I know what I'm missing.
No, you don't.
Yes, I am.
It's a whole, let me tell
I
you
love
something.
you from
It is a whole
For you.
different
For you.
world, sweetie.
For you.
It opens a whole
So you
different.
Everybody's
participated.
world is different.
So you've participated with a trans on trans experience. That is trans woman to trans woman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, tonight our topic for this evening is the surgeries, transgender surgeries, and our feelings after we received them. Karen,
Yes.
since this was your topic,
Yes, yes.
why don't you lead us in tonight's discussion? Take us away.
All right. Well, you know, I was telling you something briefly about, you know, how I kind of went through a little depression myself after I had my surgery.
And what surgery are we speaking of?
When I had
specifically?
my facial film, you know, when they did my forehead, they had to cut me and stuff like that. And, you know, after the swelling and all of that, you know, just any girl that has been through this process, you know, some girls are not open about certain things. You know, some girls are very sheltered with themselves. So,
I had one.
you know, the only person that know that they got anything done was them. You know, and then some girls, you know, they got something done. Because there was no way in the world that they looked like that last year.
Well, that part.
Yeah,
That part.
right, girl. Even if it's boxed, even if it's boxed,
Stop
you look
playing.
better. Okay? But yeah, you know, I also went through depression myself, and you know, it hasn't been that long, and then yet still though, I still have to transition to that woman because when you have these surgeries done, and you have to recover from them, you have to pick up new characteristics to be a better woman because now I've gotten something changed, and it's personally and it's visual. So you know you have to make sure, well, if you're that type of girl, you have to make sure that it'll look right before you leave out of the house. You know, and you know it's also, you know, loss of hair. You know, things have to grow back because you had things done. So that's also health care and, you know, self-care and, you know, a lot of girls, as far as myself, Beyonce, you know, we have hair.
Pink princess.
You know, yes, you know, and, you know, we are girls that have hair. So, you know, whenever it's been bothered or cut, we know.
Right.
Because by us having hair, we see something going on and we're not used to it. So, you know, I also went through that. Y'all know I love y'all know my hair, our hair. You know, listen, I got this
everything.
I got this young lady out of the, but you know,
Out of the
yeah.
wig. You can say it.
Yes, out of the wig.
Because I have a lot of hair.
Yes.
And so can I talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So because my hair, I'm a woman who has a white mother and a black father, and most of my childhood, well, my mother's white. I said it, so she didn't know how to do hair. Okay, and I had this rich texture to it, and it was very coarse. And I don't say coarse to be offended, that the mixture was off. It was too coarse to the point where it would hurt my hair. But I like the hair, because you know. And so the wigs that I was wearing, I never learned how to do my hair, basically, growing up. And so I throw on the wigs if I can't get it done, and I didn't have the means to get it done back then.
Right.
So I put on the wig to feel comfortable in my transition skin, not knowing that wig was what was the center of attraction and of attention to spook me, number one.
And you know what? And you know,
And I didn't feel pretty without it.
when I first I became trans, you know, I'm a country girl, so I wasn't put on a wig. And if your bitch didn't have the hair, they were wear anything. So I started out with my hair. I didn't wear wigs until later in the years, because I started to add on certain pieces to my hair, something, give it a little different, so, I started out natural, when I started, I wanted to see what the hormones was going to do. That's when I started trying on wigs and different things, because I was looking at a new me. So, I've always worn my hair, but then, it comes a time, when things happen, and sometimes you can recover from that, but when you've been cut on, it's a different thing, It's not breakage. It's like they didn't cut, and you put your hair back in a ponytail, you go and get your hair washed, you used to feeling that full, now you feeling this, damn, am I bald headed? Even though we're not bald headed, but to us, we feel that we're bald headed because we're so used to having all of this hair. So and my hair is what makes me, and I was a little bothered, and a lot of girls who know me know I have been in wigs pretty much lately and in braids and stuff like that. My hair is still there, still long and pretty, but it's just as I got the surgery, I got so used to being comfortable to put the wig on over the scar that now this look that I have with the new face and everything like that, then now I'm comfortable with my wigs, and then I make wigs. So it's like
once we do one thing over here, now we have to go back to go over here.
And then I'm lazy, so I don't like doing that. I don't like doing my hair. And me and her have like sort of the same texture hair. So girl, listen, it's a lot. And then when it
made me come out the way.
And when it gets a little untamed, girl, you gotta wash it yourself. You be in the house 3 hours when it took them an hour to do your hair. You know what I'm saying? So I'm lazy. I'll go get it braided and throw mother.
Well, I was more natural with my hair. I was doing finger waves and shit. Then I started doing ponytails, and then the ponytails became my
signature.
I did a wig for my cousin's wedding, but it was fab. But
you make wigs?
I don't make wigs, but I bought a wig. I don't make wigs, baby. I buy them. If it looks good on me, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, I buy one too now.
And I look the fab.
Yes.
But I'm not a wig person because I should start irritating my neck, baby.
Auntie Vic,
you gotta be human, baby.
Auntie Victoria. I'm sorry, gotta keep it professional. Victoria, you sit on many boards in the community, and so how did you contribute to the quality of life now for today's modern trans?
That I stood up and not quiet.
What did you do?
I went and voiced my opinion. For people who's scared to even speak, who thought they couldn't even be in that same room as them. And once I started speaking out, I became this powerful woman. And I'm like, wow, I can do this. Even though some folks think I can't do it. Or if they think I'm special or I cannot even sit there.
What do you mean special when you say that?
Like, can't even hold a conversation.
Put a pin in it right there. Clearly you can hold a conversation. You've been on this talk show umpteen times.
Exactly. Or I cannot even do a speech.
But you mentioned that for a reason. So this is what's going on in the community towards you? Who's picking on you, Victoria, in the community? And I want you, you're lucky we don't name names around here.
What is this one person who are in the community?
Shall we expose them here today? We're taking deep breaths here because you're sitting amongst your sisters, and if somebody's bullying you in the community, I want to know. And sometimes you have to expose them right on a show such as this one so that the people know what's going on.
Of the community. They are big time in the community. They get numerous awards.
A numerous amount of awards, okay. Given to them by who? When you say what type of award?
Friends or...
Oh, their friends are giving them awards because their
that,
friends are in high places?
Right, you know that.
We know that happens a lot.
Exactly.
So this person, and I have a good idea of who it is. This person is doing... Can you give me an example?
Meaning that when
For your audience.
When I had to do a T-Door event.
Okay.
This individual.
Now we're being specific. We're going to take back all T-Door events and we're going to shuffle through there and see. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
took it in her initiative to call someone to tell me how to do a speech if she asked me to speak.
Oh, you can tell the truth. They called who?
They called my niece,
Which is who?
which is Pink Princess,
And they said what?
to teach me how to speak.
And
To help me with my speech.
And you found this out because
Because my niece, who is a reporter, recorded the whole conversation
and I did what?
and let me listen.
Because she gave me a message and she said I want her to come speak at my event. I want her to be the keynote speaker. But then
After I've read her the film.
but then called that was before.
No,
but then
I
called me and said, but I want you to help her with her speech because you know she can't. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. And said, you know, because she can't speak. And it was very put down. So I said, hold on. I didn't hear that. And I pushed play. I said, now you tell her yourself. So she spoke like that. And of course she's going to say, oh no, I didn't say that. Granted, because she called her and she said, oh no, I didn't say that. And I had to push play for her. Because it didn't come out of my mouth. It came out of your mouth.
Because I did say she didn't say that. But then
Did I say it?
Mm-hmm.
Or did you listen?
I had to listen. Because I said, Grace won't do no shit.
Oh, you gave the name.
But, anywho.
You gave the name.
Anywho.
Damn.
But
Well, no, she's messy, but
I
claims she
feel
isn't.
as you as a community example for the other ones who are upcoming leaders, not putting them down or not thinking you better than them, or because they behind you, or they like little than you because you getting all these numerous awards.
that are given to you by your friends. You're nominated by your friends.
Because I feel a lot of people do most of this work for fame.
Yes, and
But
it's
if you
true.
really are for the community, you don't have to worry about awards because then one day your time is going to come to get an award.
Well, there's a woman that's trying to bully me in the community, but she's gagging because, you know, I carry myself as a lady, as I am, and she seems to think she don't know that I'm already famous. Not because you haven't seen my stuff, doesn't mean I'm not famous. Or you refuse to watch my show, it doesn't mean. And I'm famous for other things, not necessarily this show, but I guarantee you this season, this show gonna be on the map. I know it is.
I'm here to tell y'all girls.
But she's trying to bully. She's lying and she's trying to bully to the point where I have to stay so quiet because I have so many receipts. It could hurt a lot of people. But at least I walk away with my name being cleared.
Right.
So thus I don't want to hurt all those people, so I'm staying quiet. But don't think for 1 second, if I don't get too fed up, I might just say, fuck it, it's a free for all. We all just gotta defend this shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But
Bullying
like, I don't like bullies.
for no reason.
I really don't like bullies. I hate bullies because I was bullied in school. For me, it's just a feeling.
And I refuse to be grown and be bullied.
Oh, honey, that's like the ultimate no-no. Like, you know, then for one, you know, it's sad because, you know, I'm going back to our sisterhood, especially our trans sisterhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have a life as we grow up.
The
We're
unspoken
kids.
bond.
Right.
You know, then we interact in a whole nother life where we start a whole nother life with new friends, a new family, a new everything.
Yes.
You know, and the people that we need the most are the people that are breaking us down, that are trying to read us when their backyard is dirty or they don't even have a glass house.
And their front door is trampled.
Yeah, you know, and you know, as we get older, you know, it's sad because as much as we should be coming together, supporting each other,
We don't.
We're on Facebook or we're on Messenger or we're trying to call the next bitch to tell her what
Somebody's tea.
you know, somebody's tea or
And bashing.
you know, yeah.
And then inviting people to your organizations to swipe their Medicaid. After all the bashing.
While I can go be.
So let's go even deeper. There's a lot of people working in these organizations that are taking information that they hear and spreading it amongst the community. Such as, if you're being tested and your girlfriend is there, which I'm going nowhere where I think I know a bitch that's going to tell. I don't want your funding. You're not swabbing anything.
It's my choice.
Thank you.
Exactly.
But your girlfriend works there and now she swabbed you. And now she has your test results. But you want to trust her because you say, okay, I'm getting my services. But look, The girlfriend is now out there running around talking about your business behind your back. I've seen it happen a few times.
That's a no-no.
Well, thank God I am open about my status as U equals U ambassador. And so nobody can never hold that over me.
It doesn't matter.
Because the truth shall set you free.
It doesn't matter what it is.
And a lie will stack up high.
You know,
collapse and bury your ass.
Being
don't you sass.
Being
some grass
in the community.
I'll pass and kiss my ass
at the same time.
All right. I must say, but like I was saying, you know, in our community, you know, it's sad that we would even have to be talking about something that is school kid. You know, this is childish behavior.
Grown folks sitting around talking about people.
Yes, we've been through a whole nother stage of life. You know, and to see how it was back in the day, how hard it was for us, and to come out of all of that, to have everything be so freely and handed to us, that we have
today.
Because
it was a struggle back then. I'm sorry. You couldn't even walk down the street sometimes so I get bob thrown at you. And it wasn't because it was real or not, because I've seen the most realest of the real girls. Come on, we had one slain.
Yeah.
She just was walking through Port Authority and they killed her. Real. And we had to do a rally for her back then. I remember that. And it wasn't about being real or not real back then. Let's be clear. If you were trans, you were not welcome at any table. No. These tables have been set. The silverware have been wrapped for you. There is a cup there. And guess what? We poured into it so much that when you're thirsty and you're drinking from it, you're come on somebody, you're free.
Yes. Go ahead, praise girl.
You're free. And you gotta pay it forward. You can't just take all this stuff in and stuff it in your pocket. If someone's asking you for information, hey, I'm thinking about going to get a BBL. What do I do? How did you feel when you got your BBL?
Right.
How did you recover when you got your BBL? This doctor did that to me. This doctor wants to do that to me. This didn't work for me. Well, I heard about this or that. We have to share information and different experiences, because as we do that, each one teach one, reach one. I always say that around here.
You know, girls get surgeries and go through certain things. You know, I had a friend of mine that went and she went and had a bottom surgery. And
a bottom surgery?
Yes, and you know, she took somebody with her that wasn't even. She took a butch queen with her to go get the situation done.
Okay.
And me as myself, you know, I say, you know, my sisters always come first. If I call one of my sisters and tell them that I need for them to go with me to get this surgery or whatever like that, then they're gonna come. I'm calling my sister, because I know that that's gonna be the one that will be a little bit more feminine quality, and know that, you know, the sheets have to be fresh and things like that. You know, if I didn't get a chance to do it, I know my sisters, because I would do the same for them. And this person was my sister. And you know, when she came home that day, I came a little bit after. When I came home, the house was just like totally out. And I cleaned the whole house, changed the bed, everything.
Because
like that.
what? When she came back, he didn't know how to properly care for her?
That too, but then, you know, it's also a self-care. I shouldn't even have to do that. You should have been able to do that before you went and got your surgery done.
But you know, Keisha.
But the love.
I'm sorry, I'm Karen.
No problem.
But you know, Karen, hold on, I don't mean to cut you off. But a lot of times it got to start with the mental before we even go and get these things done. We need to work on ourselves.
Everybody, see, that's the problem. You know, sometimes you can try to help a person, but they'll do so into their own self and
they're not ready for the help. Right. You gotta learn that.
Yeah, and I learned that.
I had to learn that.
I learned that. Like you cannot.
And you have to want it, though. You understand? Because you know, some people do it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And then once they get it, they want to do transition. You understand what I'm saying? Because
you mean detransition back?
Right.
Well, once you do bottom surgery, that's it. I mean, you made your decision. And I don't bash bottom surgery. I think everyone should get exactly what they want. But because you're not get it or you do get it, it doesn't make you lesser or you better.
But I feel you should be ready and doing it for yourself, but not for no one else when you're going to do that.
But what if that's not the goal? And I always say that. For example, I want kids. And I can't do that But I've always known I've wanted kids. But I can't do that if I go with what the next one thinks that me being real or me being passable or me being considered transgender is if I don't have it. Now I don't finish. She's not one of us.
Okay.
Well, I want different things in my life. I say it right here, right now. I want kids. Stay tuned.
There's some trans masculine who don't, if you with them, who don't get
what?
down like that.
But there are some that do get down
And
like
there's
that.
some of those who get down like that.
And there
But
are
how
some
do
that
you
like it like
deal-
that.
So how do you deal with
And there are
those?
some that are so comfortable with themselves, they don't give a fuck what
But
anybody
how
thinks.
do you deal with the ones who's not comfortable with that?
You don't deal with them. If they not your cup of tea, don't try to dip your sugar in it.
But if you have,
What if I have what? Are we
I'm
talking
saying,
about me
yeah.
specifically, or are we talking about
I'm saying, what if you have a person in general who have done,
who have what?
who been with someone who don't?
Well, you know, I'm going to be happy. If I'm going to be with somebody, they're going to be exactly who it is that I feel I'm compatible with. Okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything today because I don't have time for it. It's not about what you want to do to me all the time. I got to be vocal and say, I like this or I like that. And if someone comes along and it matches, then that's what's for me. You gotta yuck my yum.
Because I could say, I've been there. And
You
I've
been where?
been in that situation.
In what situation?
With a person who's not comfortable.
Well, why do you stay there? Why do you keep
Because one,
purchasing a ticket to the circus to mess with that clown?
I was in love with him and still is in love with him.
Okay, but is he still a clown or now he's
No, he's
just
unchanged.
Oh.
Which is change, which I like.
Because you might have to show somebody sometimes what they.
But no, I had
Hey,
to speak
can you
out.
talk to us about
I
it?
had to speak out of what I want. Or when they saw me dipping and dabbing with other
Oh, you
folks.
made them jealous.
Right.
So now they and yes, park the car and let the person know I'm not driving there no more.
And I'm that type of girl who would do that just to bring what I want out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm a freak. I'm open with my shit. I want someone who's open with theirs.
Well, a lot
I hope
of
that happens for you.
a lot of men, no, I'm gonna say men. A lot of people
Thank you.
in this lifestyle, and especially when it comes to men, with us, they be so scared to sometimes open up. They act like they have to have this guard up.
Right.
And then even if they want to be in a relationship with you, they still have this guard up. And my boyfriend at one time,
You're in a relationship now, Kate?
yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Why did you tell us that? I think
Saying-
that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's okay, but you know me. I'm trying to keep it happy.
You got your guard up again.
And
for good reason.
as you get older, you tend to you have to let it guard up because you have to let him know I am not going to be the one that you're going to play with.
So when do you let your guard down?
Your guard should always be down, but it should always be up for certain things.
I think different. I said you can have your guard up, but there's a time you could let it down for the right person who deserve you to lay your guard down. If you both connect with each other and got that physical love, baby.
Outside of the physical, I'm a witness.
Well,
let me tell you,
you
I'm connected.
understand?
Outside of the physical.
And when you connect, it don't matter.
And then the physical is like the rules go out the window.
The love.
And the love.
And what I say is when you connect and you are both just staring in each other's eyes and imagine when y'all both is naked and then y'all come together as one intimate body session.
It's getting hot.
You understand? So, I see some folks get into these relationships, but they don't be friends first.
See,
you are a friend first.
Me and my
and
boyfriend.
build that trust within your relationship.
Come on.
It shall work both ways with you and him.
because
Yeah.
you got to know the person instead of getting to know their genitalia.
Yes. And you know, that's one thing I love about my relationship.
Yes.
Once you become one within your sexuality, anything else is impossible.
They can't see you when you stand up, and I wanted to see that.
Everything is
Victoria, you are on fire tonight.
The spiritual love, the connectional love,
The
the
emotional.
emotional.
How's everybody doing?
Green tea. Green tea.
Yes, the Come Out Talk Show has a new staff member on board, and I thank you for being here tonight, and I thank you for all that you do for the show. I thank you for all that you do in the community.
And his interview coming up soon,
Thank you guys
y'all.
for you.
Stay tuned.
Nothing, never mind.
His interview
That's
is
another
coming
topic.
soon. And stay in tune coming out talk show.
And-
Because the top was going to be
Yeah,
so
have your
juicy.
chicken noodle soup and your french fries ready.
Y'all
Y'all.
is gonna be ready. Y'all is going to gag when you hear the next
Uh-huh.
topic with the trans
It's
masculine.
gonna bring you right on together forever.
See, now you're giving too much information. But no, we thank you. We thank you for your presence and your time, and we thank you for continuing to uplift our community. Woo, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Come Out Talk Show. I am your host, Pink Princess.
And Miss Karen with the Q.
And Miss Vicky with a V.
Stay tuned. Keep it locked in.
Well, what question you got for me, baby? You want to know, is it on? Or is this bitch recording? What's up, YouTube land, Twitter land, Instagram land, Snapchat, Grindr, Scruff, BGC, Jack, Facebook, Periscope, and last but not least, every single one of my bitches. Christian Mingle and the lands all across the land. This is your girl T.S. Madison. I'm coming to you live and always and forever in color from Puerto Rico. God damn it, that's it. Sister, you say, can I ask you a question? I was like, girl, I know is it on? Brother, you done combed all the curls out my hair, you whore.
It's a real question.
Okay.
I'm trying to be an inspiring talk. Well, I'm not trying to be. I'm an inspiring talk show host. You have any advice for me?
Girl, ask the questions that don't nobody motherfucking ask.
I do.
And listen, and let them people sit down there and tell you. Don't antagonize them. Let them tell you. Let them tell you. Just let them say what the fuck. Because some people just want to walk in a room and tell you. Lots of times, like when I go on talk shows, whatever, and they already have the questions pre-asked. Let me tell you what the fuck I want to know, what I want you to know. And if I'm in a controversy, let me get my side of the story out.
That's it.
That's what I let everybody do when they come to any of my shows. Boom.
That's it.
Thank you. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Come on, baby.
They laughing at me, but I said, I gotta get this on video. This is 1 minute. The world's fastest HIV test in 1 minute. So you be like, hold on. Before we do what we need to do, you can take a test. It's only take 1 minute. 1 minute. Come on. Y'all ain't got no excuse.
It takes more time to prick their finger than it does to run the test.
It takes more time to put the finger where?
Prick the finger than it does
Oh,
to run
prick
the
the finger. Okay. You better stop playing with me. I like that. Oh, y'all gonna do great. That's just awesome.
Got a real man.
Hey,
Got a real
man. Hey, got a real man.
Hello, got a real man. Got a real man. Hey,
A real man.
don't hate it.
Got you a real man too.
Right.
Got a
Yeah.
real man.
Got a real man.
Got a real
man.
Got a real man.
It feels so good.
Oh, the tensions up here is just good.
It's
It's all
rising,
positive vibes. You're watching the Come Out Talk Show. I am your host, Pink Princess.
Miss Karen with a Q.
Miss Vicky with a V.
Well, we have another fabulous interview for you. I visited Washington, D.C. And, well, without further ado, take it away, Pink Princess. Help me welcome these three fabulous pioneers of the community. Please help me welcome and give a big Come Out Talk Show applause for Mother Lucretia, Lady Ann, and Empress Nikki. All right, come the road, ladies. Yes. Hi. How are for coming.
Yes.
What did you say? I met you so many years ago. I never thought I'd get a chance to see you again, darling. Encouraging words I spoke into you, and I see you have bloomed and blossomed to be that black butterfly that soars over in the African safari jungle. I love you, darling.
I love you.
And I'm so elated to be on your show. I always wonder what it will feel like to be with a New Yorker, a native New Yorker. I've done shows at the Jacob Javits Center, but just to be in your presence, it's just...
I'm humbly honored, and you have inspired me, and I'm honored that you wore this outfit in the 90-degree weather. And you ate it, and you did speak life into me when I met you 5 years ago.
Yes.
And we parted, but we said we would never not keep in contact or see each other again. And throughout the years, we have kept in contact, encouraging each other, watching each other struggle, and we also watched each other dig each other out of the ditches that we were in and progress. And you have blossomed into a mighty butterfly yourself, mother.
Thank you, darling.
Yes, you
In
did.
75,
How old?
75, baby.
Black don't crack, y'all. 75. Well, I honor you, mother, and I hope I get to 75. Thank you for all you do. Beautiful.
Thank you.
I met you here. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And you speak, you drop jewels yourself. Anything you want to say?
I don't really have much to say. I mean,
She will. She will.
I'm grateful for being here. I
Absolutely.
mean,
Thank
I'm
you for
honored,
stopping by.
like Mother said, I'm honored to have met you. I mean, you've changed my life. And just being here with these these two beautiful ladies, well, all three of y'all, it just, I never thought I would be at this point in my life where I actually get a chance to tell part of my story or some of my, my stuff. So I want to do good by you. I want to do good by the community. I want to make people proud.
And I'm proud of you.
No, thank you.
I am proud of you.
Love you.
And thank you. I
Yes.
love you too.
Thank
And I'm
you.
honored to be in your presence.
Wow.
You've taught me so much in these 3 days that we've been here. Just in your presence and how you speak. And I always have to stop when we're doing this. I see you getting emotional.
Yes,
Because it makes me emotional. What's going on?
nothing's wrong.
Your
I'm
sister's
just,
here? No, I know
just
that.
happy. I'm happy. I'm peeling off layers in my life. I'm changing stuff. I'm beginning to believe in myself more. This event, this conference gave me something I didn't have. I met people that let me know that it's okay to be me. And whatever mode, whatever mood, whatever attitude I have, I'm okay, no matter what. If I don't feel like I'm totally there, I go and take time for myself. But I come back because I know there's people that will genuinely care for me.
Well, in other words, darling, you just got a new family.
Yes.
Biological people not always mean family. You got family here.
You gotta speak up,
here.
mother.
You got family here in this community. All the time, biologically, we have siblings. But that don't mean that we don't have family outside. There are people who love you. And Granny loves you.
I'm learning that.
And I love you
Mama.
too.
I'm loving that. I know you.
And guess who else loves you?
God.
You love you.
I am.
You love you.
You love me.
And yeah, God loves you too.
God, definitely.
Come on, Empress.
All the way from the Peach State,
Oh,
Georgia.
Georgia Peach.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, I'm just honored to be among such great and powerful ladies.
Thank you. You great and powerful too.
Always.
Thank you.
So now that we have introduced the ladies to you, we're gonna have a chat. Starting with Mother. Mother, what we talking about today?
Well, I like to talk about a little intersectionality.
Okay. Intersectionality?
Yes.
Intersectionality.
We as elders are the forerunners of the community. And we don't have that communication with the young adults and the adults as we should. And what is lost in our community is unity. We need to learn to love on people where they are. We can't change people. We have to take people where they are holistically.
But not leave them where they're at.
That's right.
And give them some tools to help them get to where they want to be.
Yes. And we need to take time and let them know the struggle has just began. And this is black genocide to me. In the trans community, they're killing our girls. Nothing is being said, nothing being done about it. They sweeping all of it under the rug. The people are not being prosecuted. They betting right back on the street to kill more of us. Why? What have we done to this society that we're so cruel that they don't want us to exist? But we're here. We're here to stay, and we ain't going nowhere. And the yet to come, the more the merrier.
You touched on that people are murdering us and they're not being prosecuted. I say that here on this show all the time. And I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm glad you said that. Because why is it that someone else could get murdered and their murderer is found within a couple weeks, and if it's not, that case don't go stagger? Granted, a few of them do, but not like in our community where someone could chop off my sister's head, throw it in the river, and now that's it. We hear that she's gone. We're sad that she's gone, but now you hear nothing else about it when she's gone, though. Maybe for a couple days. Maybe she might get a protest. Maybe she might not. Most times she not. And then that's it. We all just go back to our lives. So I kept saying here, and I'm going to say it again, we demand justice. We demand, since y'all want to act Congress on transgender bylaws and stuff, why don't you start there? We demand that y'all close those cases that have not been closed so we can say the names of the people that we've lost and we know that they have justice. Start there instead of worrying about our body parts. Come on, somebody.
My thing is this, is that I agree. I mean, whether we're being slaughtered in the streets or we're being slaughtered in healthcare, we're being slaughtered in life, you know, like, we're not even given the equal opportunity to be who we are. I mean, I'm a human being regardless of how I live my life. I'm not out here hurting nobody. I'm not here murdering nobody. I'm not stealing. None of that. Well, why can I do believe that I'm a good person. I treat people how I want to be treated. And I'm not expecting everybody to treat me the same way. All I expect is to be treated as an equal, because in the Bible it speaks that we are all created equal. Regardless, we're all our own individual people. But I deserve to be, if she gets that health care and gets nothing, has to pay nothing, why can I get it? Or why can't she get it? Or you. My thing is this, I have to pay out of my pocket and I don't have it.
And then is that because you live in a certain area where it's not awarded and afforded to you?
Yeah, trans. Like, we just now in Indiana.
Where are you from?
I'm from Indiana. I live in Indiana. I'm from Pennsylvania, but I live in Indiana. And I caught HIV in 1992. My thing is this, is that I knew nothing about the health care. I didn't care about the health care because I didn't care about me at that moment, because I thought, oh, this can't be true. I'm not positive. I'm not, but it was true. My numbers kept going up. My viral load kept going up. My T cells was going down. So I finally decided I was going to get on medication, and I did it. And I'm totally undetectable. I take Cabenuva, which is the injections once every 2 months, because I stay adherent to my medication and I stay in care. I'm 58.
How old?
I'm 58 years
No,
old.
you're
And
not.
I am grand.
No, you're not.
Yes, I love it. You know what I'm
love
saying?
it
Because
too.
when I tell people that I'm 58, a lot of people do not believe it, but it's not about that. It's about me taking care of myself, realizing that nobody out here is going to do it for me. So that means I have to be my own advocate in life, at my job, at my health, when I go to my doctor. If I hear something, I ask them about it. I want to know. And I don't want no sad stories because I can get it off of Google and listen to what they got to say. Then I need a second opinion.
Amen.
Yeah.
Come on.
So that's
Come
my
on,
man.
sister.
Hi. I want to go back to something that Lucretia said about there is a bridge that is broken between the young people and the older people. It is because of understanding. We don't understand one another. We as the elders had to work hard to what we got in order for you all to get what you get today, which is easier for y'all than it was for us. And by coming up with all these different names that are added on these alphabets, it is really hard to keep up. So we just need a better understanding. I feel as though we need to stop adding all those alphabets and come together as one. We need a New Day Stonewall eruption.
And what would that New Day Stonewall look like? Who's throwing the first stone today?
We're still throwing the first stone by being here and being on your talk show. And you started that before we got in here.
I agree. My thing is this: is that I'm not a letter.
And it's not my talk show. It's our talk show.
Okay.
This is your talk show. And this is your talk show. And your talk show. And your talk show. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
You're fine. I agree with you. I'm not a letter. My government name are letters, but I'm still not a letter. I'm a human being. I have feelings. I eat. I use the restroom. I sleep. I bleed. I cry. I hurt. And I love. And my first love is God, me,
We love you.
and then my family.
Amen.
And that-
Lord, have mercy. In my Jamaica tongue, as Miss Javon used to say, Lord, have mercy. Sugar, let me tell you something. I'm 75 years old. I lived with HIV for 48 years. I came from 0 TB, 4 count, 0 viral load. They say you got 2 weeks to live. Devil is a lie. I'm here to stand and attest that I yet have work to do.
Mm-hmm.
And in this community, sweetheart, we can't do nothing but love on each other. And you talking about breathing the gap? Well, you know why we can't breathe the gap? Because the average grandparent is 36 years old or 30 years old. You grew up with the grandmothers of 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. Now, the girl had a baby when she was 15. Her child has a baby when she's 13. So the mother's 28. What is the mother? A child herself. So kids raising kids. So we got to intervene, and that's why I said that's where the intersectionality is going to have to come in the household. Teach your kids a little bit about prevention. It's not going to hurt to say, baby, I know you're of age now, you're going to have those desires. Have that talk. And you listen to someone who can tell you about your kids. Have that talk. Younts, I love this lady so much that the powerful impact that she had on me to get up off of your press and go. I was standing in a hotel, dismayed, out of cigarettes, didn't know where I was going. And I said, oh, she was there. And I saw it in her eyes. She smiled beautifully, but her eyes said, I'm saddened. And I grabbed hold to you and I said, I love you. And whatever it is, you're going to get it. And I thank you for just putting that little spirit, because you said, I don't know where to go. I said, to the top. You've been on the bottom. So nowhere to go but up. So level up you did. And I thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. And you have inspired me just as much. When I saw you here, I burst into tears, right?
Yes.
You was the first one. And I haven't stopped crying since I've been here. And, yeah. Mother, I heard you spoke about something last night. And I was wondering if you might want to speak about it here.
Yes.
So if Mother feels comfortable sharing her story, I really think y'all need to hear this.
You know, I talk about rape, and rape is a trigger to me. I was raped at 9 years old, left for dead. And it was unbelievable because a relative did. I said, shut up. You know, he wouldn't do nothing, but that's your cousin. Okay, rocked on. And here in life, I got beat, left for dead. And when I woke up the next morning, I was covered in snow. I lived in Wisconsin, lived from Fisher to go. I shrugged my way to the police precinct. And I said, I've been raped. And then the man came out, he said, what is your name? I didn't feel like talking, I was freezing, shaking, chattering. So I stopped and bought some coffee. You got time to? And they just treated me like I was the villain. I was the victim. They didn't want to believe, what did you have on? What did you say? What could I say? I was overpowerful. I weighed maybe 135 pounds. What could I do with a masculine man, 6'2", smelling good, looking good, but that wasn't the point. I gave the man a cigarette, and he gave me ether, and he left me for dead. And I was blamed for it. And I never reported anything that happened to me to the police department because they are brutal, and they make you go there. They take you back where you don't need to be. So, this,
y'all got to do better. Y'all have to do better. Y'all have to do better. You can't pounce on the victim and start the, well, what did you do, and the blaming. It doesn't matter what she did. She did not deserve that.
Not at all.
And the fact that you are sworn to serve and protect, and then you fail the victim.
As usual.
And thank God Mother is not a victim.
Not at all.
You are a survivor.
And a strong survivor.
And a strong. And not only that,
powerful.
You are a teacher.
Very nice.
A nurturer.
And I charge you and I empower you that nothing you did warranted that for you. I know you already know that, but I want to follow that up. Nothing you did gave that man permission to treat you like that, or other men to come behind and continue to treat you, because y'all are just as guilty as the person who did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we not tolerating that either.
Not at all.
We want justice.
Definitely.
Not tomorrow, now,
Today.
not yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Amen.
We're not going to stand for it no more.
It wouldn't be none of us.
We're not going to stand for it anymore.
It wouldn't be none of us.
Amen.
Yes, we're not.
Mother, and I thank you that that was not your cooling place. That was not your final resting place. God had a plan for you, still has a plan for you, and you're going to do great big things. So come on, tell us something good. You got a nice what? Come on, because I'm excited for that. You got a nice home?
I got a nice home.
A home.
2-bedroom home. To my sister's house, Miss Kayla Gore. I love her to peaches and to pieces. She was my guardian angel at the time. I was about to be homeless. I was homeless. And I had nowhere to go. And she called me up. And since then, I've been in there a year. Now, everything that I pay goes toward purchasing my own home.
Never too late.
Never.
God is good.
Come on. You overcame.
I've overcame so much. Maybe not as bad as yours now that I hear about it, but it's my own personal story. As a child, you do things that doesn't define who you are. That's just what you did. You know, I stole change from my family. I was alienated because I was feminine. I was beat and put on the street. I mean, not on the streets, but put in front of the kids in the neighborhood with bruises and webs on my body that were ended up being infected for 2 weeks. I couldn't take gym class. By my father, I went to the Children's Guardians home. He would still beat me, and I get it. I had a part in it. I stole money. You know what I mean? But I was a kid. I was 10 years old. 11 years old. You know, that doesn't make that's not who I am. You know, I am a person of honor. I love people. I respect people. I'm not perfect, but I am who I am. You know, I've been to prison. I did 23 years straight for a person putting their hands on me. First one in the state of Indiana with the double enhancement laws from an A misdemeanor to a D felony to the habitual all-in-one charge. I had 58 misdemeanor convictions, 138 felony convictions. But God, only God, and me working together. I haven't been incarcerated since 2012. I'm a supervisor at our stadium in my state. I work at another job, which I work 4 days. I'm 58 years old and I work still at a fast food, and I'm a supervisor.
But you said you work.
I'm grateful, and you know, like I never thought, and I have a barber instructor license. My thing is this: is that I never thought that I would be anything more than a crew member, or anything more than following behind somebody. You know what I'm saying? I never thought I had the power to be a leader. You know, I never thought in my mind that, because I've always been put down for what I chose to be, not who I chose to be, but what I chose to be.
Wait, huh? What you chose to be?
What I chose
You're
to
a
be.
what?
I'm a woman.
But you're a who? You're a person.
I'm a human being.
It's not what you chose to be. I want you to change your language.
Okay.
Come here. I am a strong black woman.
I'm a strong black woman.
Period. I am not a what?
I'm not a who, and I'm not a it.
You are a who. You are somebody. I am a strong black woman. I'm not convinced. I am a strong
black woman.
I am not a
it
or a
what,
and you are going to
be somebody,
and you have to respect me.
Yes, totally.
At all times.
At all times.
Now you are a what?
Strong black woman.
Now you are what?
Strong black woman.
Come on, give me some.
Strong black woman.
Yes, you good. Mother, kick your heels off. Mother asked me,
Yes.
could she kick her heels? You could do anything you want on this talk show. We don't mind. We love it.
Yeah.
Come on. What does community unity mean to you?
Ooh, that's a deep one. First, community. Community starts within me. Community starts in me. So, I'm a community. And then I have to be able to branch out into other communities to bring them in so we can all be a community. And this is what our talk show is about.
I love it.
We got to start with the education. Our education is different from a gay man, from a lesbian.
Talk
We
about
got
it.
our own history that needs to be brought to the front.
Talk about it. Don't keep going. I'm sorry.
So each state needs to find the history, and we can put it all together in one book, and we can have it right here at DC, the Library of Congress.
Come on. I have another question for you. How do we start to unify? Because even within our own community, we at a civil war. We always fighting amongst each other. We always have an issue with somebody. And we don't even know. I don't know you from a can of paint. But I'm going to strut by you and roll my eyes and look you up and down and start to dissect you. I don't know what you've been through. I make it my business when I see somebody that look like me, I smile at them. I nod my head. I acknowledge them. Black, white, purple, indifferent.
Well, we got to start off with, we already have in our head what a woman should look and act and be like.
Come on.
And if we don't see that visionary that we see in ourselves, then we downplay our sisters. So until
I say that a lot here
we
too,
can
right?
move that mountain out the way, we got to move that mountain out the way first to just see a person as a person. We all our blood is red. We all have a heart. We'll both have eyes. So if we can get out of the judgment of what we think a person should look like and just embrace and love them as a person, as a human being.
Ashe.
Excuse me, but you know, it's about this. It's about being compensated for your work. You know your self-worth. Accolades are good to have. Education is so essential. You know, I always was taught that experience is man's best teacher. True that. We all have this disorder. We live with HIV, but it affects each and every one of us in a certain way. So if you have lived as long as I have with it, then you might know every symptom that everybody else has because you have gone through every cycle with every pill that they're taking now. I became a pill. It takes a pill for me to get up. It takes a pill for me to function. It takes a pill for me to sleep. A pill, a pill, a pill, a pill.
And when you tell somebody, oh, this is what's wrong with me, they want to give you a pill to fix it.
Yes. It's about a pill. So later on you find that that pill was toxic. So I feel that primarily it's focused on people like us in our community, the trans community. We're getting all of these things. We become a guinea pig for the medics, and they utilize us. They're trying to test us and see by our endurance what kept them living that long. Oh, we gave them this medication to calm them down, but they came out of that, and they need another type of medication. So a pill for this, pill for that, pill. That is not the answer.
I can relate to that because I openly share that I was born with ADD, and when I was a child, you know, all it was I couldn't sit still, and my mind was just going so fast that I was so curious and inquisitive, much like I am today, that I want to go. I'm always. And it was the pills that kept me stagnant. And there was another pill that kept me to
move
sit
to the next station, and then want to calm you down.
Yeah.
But all along in the back of your mind, you were that woman, that girl, and they were pushing you somewhere else, and your mind couldn't perceive. So your neurons went crazy in your head. Said, "Oh, I need to do this to concentrate over here," and you were fidgety. You can't. There was no ADHD, no search up a damn thing. Don't you let them tell you that. It's how they want to control us through that pill. Don't you know that we adapt to every medication, pill or drug coming out, and we get addicted to it? But Molly on the hill there, her daughter can afford it. But when she overdoses, oh my God, she was having problems, she was depressed. When you OD out there, there God, your name, he was, but you live like a woman, and they see you, then they misgender you. They don't give a fat rat's ass. What happened to you after you did? Just another person out of the way in our community. That's what it is. It's transgenocide.
Wow.
Yeah, they need to stop treating us as lab rats. I am not a rat. I am a human being. I have feelings just like you do.
Wow.
All you have to do is just come and talk to me, hear my story, hear her story, hear her story, and hear her story.
And yours.
That's right.
And you have a right to tell it. I mean, if you don't tell it, nobody's going to ever know.
And when you tell your story, not only are you freeing yourself, but you are also making a legacy for yourself, and plus you could be helping somebody else.
You're freeing others.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody close to you might be going through the same thing and y'all didn't even know it. And you might start telling your story and touch on something in there that somebody call you up, girl, I went through the same damn thing. How we gonna do it? Yeah. And when we talk about community, and I said this last night, community looks like not talking about people behind their backs, not putting them down in front of their face because they don't look like you. Community also looks like I'm not going to go and leave you behind. We can't leave nobody behind if we're community, because we are community. And my advocacy don't have to look like your advocacy don't have to look like hers, and hers don't have to look like yours. Much like our outfits and our wardrobes and our hairstyles and the colors that we choose to put on our lips, it's all different. But when it's all done, said and done, it is beautiful. Even if it's plain, even if no paint is on that canvas, it is still beautiful. I'm going to ask y'all to talk to our babies, and then we're going to take a short break. Then we'll come back and we'll play a little fun game, and then you ladies have really blessed me for being here. So talk to our babies.
Well, I'm going to say this. It's just like the civil rights movement and the people fought before the land and stuff. You don't know what the marches were about if you're not listening, if you're not paying attention, if you have no understanding. It's the same thing that we're doing. We're marching, fighting, talking, screaming, hollering to get people to understand for the next people that come along after us, because I might not be here tomorrow. But I want you to know that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Talk to our senators.
Senators, you need to get into your communities. Get to the heart of the people that voted for you to represent, to be the voice when they couldn't be the voice. Stop with this personal agenda. If you're not in the fight for everyone, get out the rain and let somebody else get in the rain.
Mother, speak to our community.
Get out of the suppression, because it leads to depression. In order to get aggressive and to attain our goals, we gotta follow our hearts with everything. It's a struggle, but we can do it. Together we are powerful source. We got doctors, lawyers, all in this community. We got designers, clothes designers, hair designers, teachers, preachers, medics. We all here in this community. Let's get together, get some criteria, and get this ball rolling, because it only takes a little spark. So where there's smoke, there's fire.
One last thing that popped into my head right before. Someone said, oh my God, where did they all come from? They all just out here now, they just living freely, and they're talking about us, trans women. Where did they all, and trans men, where did these trans individuals come from? Where were we, Mother? Where did we all just come from?
We came from another individual called a nurturing mother. We were born in the water. Yes, we are human beings. We came from our body, and we should be treated like that, dearly and gently, like a baby. We should be nurtured, loved, breastfed, held, and pushed to the very top. And I feel that seeing you, Yance, and knowing your struggles, baby, if you could walk in my shoes, hell, you'd probably be a millionaire now. You know,
you can
I lived at a time before we had any rights.
Claim it.
Yes, and you know, I want to be compensated for sharing my story. A lot of times we give up stuff, and it's priceless to you. How do you think it make me feel? You invite me into your table, but you're not feeding me what I eat. It's not on the menu.
So what she's saying is, when you invite her to come speak at your conference, that she needs a per diem, she needs a stipend, she needs transportation there. 70 how old?
75.
75 years old. She needs transportation there. She needs proper food to eat while she's there. She needs a hotel room when she's there. And if she want a chaperone, you should just give her a chaperone. But you should definitely pay her for her time and effort and her story, because it is valuable. I'm so glad you said that, Mother. I'm so glad you said that. I've said that before also.
As a kid, you say you can't be traumatized. PTS comes from childhood trauma. You can be beaten by your parents and scolded. That as a kid, you're learning. You're at that learning stage. And that's where you learn this violent behavior. Because as a human being, we're supposed to be about love, compassion, all of this thing, emotional. But we get childhood tragedies and traumatic experience forms that hidden dark side in you. And when you have time to vent about it, people not going to understand that I lived when I even saw my cousin get hung by a courthouse. And when his head dropped, I said, oh, get him down. They're going to hurt him. They let him hang there overnight. Then I knew he was dead because I snuck back up there and watched. And all those white people around there laughing and talking, smoking cigarette, dipping snuff, chewing tobacco. And when they cut him down, and he just fell to flop to that little thing, and they just let him fall down in the wheelbarrow. And they began to drive him off, and I ran back home. And I cried all day. I said, something needs to stop. I saw my uncle get killed over fucking 5 cents. He owed this white man some money. Back in those days, you borrowed it. They work all week long for $15 fucking dollars. You're in $15 a month. But those was good days. They were learning days. I learned agriculture, horticulture. I learned to survive off of the land, the riches, the fruits of the land. Picking cotton, chopping cotton. $3.50 for 100. If you didn't make 100, all you would work was 25, 40 cents. I worked for 25 cents an hour to help my mother. You know, I stood back. I was young, but don't ever think that young people don't understand. Even when they can't talk, and you talking that babies, talk to them. Oh, too sweet, please, on the pink jaws. Oh, little baby. Oh, you sitting back there, you a baby. You in the back of your head says, why the hell like they picked on me like that? You go to cry. They don't know in the back of your head you're on the learning stage. So don't do me like that. Don't misjudge me. Don't treat me like that. I've struggled all my life. I don't feel I'm compensated for the work that I do. We do a lot of outreach in the community. They're not grateful. They're not thankful. But I enjoy doing it. I don't care how you talk to me. I am who I am, and I am who I say I am. I am that legendary, living legend, torture war recipient. All these accolades haven't brought me anything. I finished many classes. I'm a tester. I'm a peer mentor. I took a class at sex work. And you know, the many steps to using a condom. People don't know. Look at today. If it's outdated, it's no good. Throw it in the can. If you can't have, they don't have it, then you should have it on you in case that little urge, in case somebody says, oh, baby, tonight is the night, and I'm going to love you. I'm going to lick you. Yeah, you come. And you're going to say, oh, and you're going to get.
Because Mother said it. It's gonna happen tonight. It been happening. It happened. We're gonna take a break. You're watching the Come Out Talk Show. We will be right back. The music is playing. This is usually a fun part. Our table, our booth, actually.
I'm saying all on his mouth like good. What's up? Hey, babes. How are you?
Good. You look. You better come on.
Yes.
you.
How long you here till?
Till Saturday.
Me too. Okay.
But you took the train.
Yeah. We need to link up for our Chinese outing. Okay.
Midnight hour.
Yes. Oh, naked men. To the naked men? Oh, what? To the naked men? Come on. Come on, naked men.
I know. I was like, hey, naked guys.
Hey, naked men. Love it. Yes. Wait, we gotta look at this naked man too. Okay. All right. Y'all know I love me some naked men. Yes. Are we? Hey, Miss Chavez. This is like a star-studded event. Come on, come on, come on. Pose for me. The fashions. Yes. Why are you changing? I was just talking about booty. What's up with you?
Oh, child, I'm just busy taking these folks shit.
Where the good tables at?
Over the side.
Over here?
Yeah.
Where my table at? I'm looking for my table. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, babies.
Hey.
Happy USCHA.
How you doing? What you doing? Good. I have to have a powwow with you, a drink,
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
So,
When do you leave?
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. Hi, beautiful. Can I?
Sure.
Hi. It's a video.
Oh, you sound like that. It's a video, Mom. Thank you.
She's so pretty. And I gotta find my booth. I'm still maneuvering. Yeah, over here is like the corporate stuff. Hi, I don't work for them anymore. I quit last year. Hi. Love and empowerment. Love it. I'm gonna come see y'all in a minute. Hi. Good. I'm gonna come back in a minute. I'm gonna see everybody. I'm gonna do my walkthrough. Yes, I'm doing my walkthrough. Doing my walkthrough. Ain't nobody getting. I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna come back over here because they got the Swedish fish. I'm gonna come over here, but I'm not gonna eat none of this stuff. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. I'm not eating it. I'm not eating it. This year is a love letter to black women. You too. I'm gonna stop there. On the next episode of the Come Out Talk Show, we continue to talk to these three fabulous ladies.